Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I want to cover a few things about the channel, about like a few other things. For those of you who are just like clicking onto the video and wondering what we're going to be talking about, I know the title will be called Complete Honesty, and it's where I'm just going to talk face to face. I'll be more like an open book on like some inner thoughts and stuff that was going on through the issues and how I plan on like changing them. So the issues that I want to cover today is why the Discord channel died off, because we made one back in Blade Throwing, like whenever we were making Blade Throwing Simulator, and I wanted to help out the community by giving away pets, and I would always do these 24-hour giveaways, but for some reason I stopped. So we'll be covering that first, and then I want to talk more about streaming and making videos. We're going to go more in depth. I know I might miss out a few things just because that's just how it always goes. I like in the spur of the moment, I always forget a few things. Also, I do want to point out I am a terrible speaker. Like I always stutter. I've always stuttered back in elementary school and like beginning junior high school. And it went away during high school, but now it's slowly coming back. So it is kind of frustrating for me to be like talking on a more personal level and just to have that stutter. So I do apologize for that, and I also know that this is going to sound more and more like an apology video, but I am truly sorry on some of the topics. But you guys are going to pretty much listen in on why or how this stuff like really happened and like the details that I can just remember during the moment of the recording. So let's just get right on into it. It is dying. It's slowly dying to the point where my like kind of like my Discord channel. And I know a lot of people back then, whenever I was doing Blade Throwing Simulator videos and stuff like that, I started up a Discord server. The Discord server was going great back then, but the reason why it was thriving was because I would always do giveaways. And as like for the people that know me from doing all those giveaways and stuff, I know there's always been a lot of people that have wondered, Tricky, what happened to all the giveaways? Like why exactly did they stop? And I honestly want to address that for you guys personally. The reason why the giveaways on Discord had stopped was like in all honesty, I will just flat out say it was becoming too stressful, too much work. I try to do things that won't cause too much like overloading yourself like plate wise, but honestly it was honestly getting to that point where it was just kind of like ruining the whole idea of like this being like a fun little hobby to do and stuff like that, and trying to help out, because if a lot of you don't know, I'm more of a community player. Community player just means that I like to help out the community as much as I can whenever I can. And the reason why that this was becoming such an issue whenever I would do the giveaways on Discord was the idea, like I would do I would always do 24-hour giveaways. I don't know, a lot of people have always said that's too long. I don't want to wait 24 hours. I don't want to wait a couple days. I want the stuff now, essentially. But that wasn't the issue. I normally disregarded all those comments. I just kind of focused on how I was gonna like do the giveaways, and the thing that got too stressful was whenever I had to give the items away. Not that it was heartbreaking to lose the items, it was just the idea of how am I gonna get these items to the players, because the one issue that was really concerning was the idea of me not being able to be on whenever they're on. because the thing that kept getting frustrating was whenever I'm sleeping, their like playing time was then, and it was extremely stressful. I had people that were on whenever it was like early morning, and like this was whenever I had the other job. I had really wonky hours. I worked from the evening to early morning and stuff like that. So even during work times, I had to hop on and then give prizes out to those players. And so I sat there, and like the way that it would go is like people would people would be like, I'm on right now, hop on now, like in Discord messages to me. So it could be like early morning, around noonish or right around noon, afternoon, early evening to late evening to nighttime to midnight, and then repeat the process. And I would always do, I wouldn't always do just one winner. I'd do like 3 or 4, maybe 5, all the way up to like 10 winners. And it just became too much. I did it for as long as I could, and I'm sorry that I wasn't able to continue that process just because it was too much. It was honestly too much for the plate. Too much work, so stressful to try and do it all. But I hung in as long as I can for that. But I am being I'm trying to be as honest as possible with you guys. So as a result of not doing the giveaways for like Blade Throwing Simulator at the time, especially as newer islands were coming out, as a result, the Discord server died, and to this day it is still dead. Even though I've tried to revive it here and there, and it was just frustrating seeing it just go downhill, and there's really nothing I could do about it. I honestly tried. I tried a few different things, but now I just have a Discord server with like a few people that talk. Alright, so let's talk about another major issue. So I know I've been neglecting the YouTube channel as a whole for whatever reason. We will step back and tell you guys the whole story and the whole reason and stuff like that, and how I plan on fixing it. So let's take a step back. Let's talk about the YouTube channel. Whenever I originally started it, like not if you look at the older videos, because there's a lot of them that are like years out and stuff like that. Even though I've always wondered what would the channel be if I started the YouTube video grind like 12 years ago. I think that's when my oldest video came out, but for whatever reason I just never did. But not this past year, I think it's Halloween of 2019 is when I originally started the whole YouTube video grind. And whenever I talk about the video grind, I'm just saying that I was uploading videos, even if they were good or not. I know back then my audio was really, really bad. I didn't have a microphone that was really good for capturing audio, and everything was just bad at the time. So I think I planned on just doing videos once every 2 days, and so like if you look in like a full year span, we were getting about anywhere about like 100 to like maybe 170 videos a year, or something like that. Unless something came up, I'd always like mention it in the video beforehand or like the video after, saying sorry I wasn't able to do this and this to keep up the schedule. But for whatever reason, I was just going at it with the video thing, and then come around last year's August, like right around that time period, that's whenever I tried the whole Twitch thing. And with the whole Twitch thing, one of my friends was a Mixer streamer, but back then Mixer was shutting down. So he's made a switch over to Twitch, and I heard about him streaming on Twitch, and for whatever reason, knowing me, I wanted to try it out. I tried it and tried it, and the thing about it was, as it slowly went on, I didn't put a lot of time into Twitch back then, even though I tried streaming every so often, or pretty much whenever I could. So I put a little bit of time, but then I was mainly focused on YouTube. So with the whole YouTube thing, I was just still making the videos, still grinding, still doing things. And then as like time went on, like right around winter, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna put a little more time into streaming. So I started like donating some more free time into this whole streaming idea. And then that's where I believe I started like not like doing the super long grinding videos, because I was more of a grinder, especially like for the max ranks. And I get it that there's some people that always put comments in saying imagine not getting max rank anymore and stuff like that, because I know that was my whole like spiel, like the whole idea that why I was always doing those types of like grinding videos. And I just honestly, like, being since I was putting more time into the whole streaming thing, I didn't really have time to do the hour, like 1 hour to like 4 hour long grinding thing in between. And then that's where you guys would always see all the sped up sections, even though I know the sped up sections were always click through, so you guys never really got to see all the effort that I put into it. So I eventually stopped doing the whole like process of that, and then eventually I started doing the whole thing where I just like talk during the whole entire like video. And I know that is pretty boring. I kind of want to move back to the whole idea of doing the grinding videos, even though I know that is kind of boring as well. But it is kind of fun seeing the idea of like getting max rank in games. And I know during those videos I always spent way too much Robux. I know I honestly always get like comments saying, hey Tricky, can you send me a few thousand Robux, or can you do this, can you do that for Robux? Like pretty much like giving away money essentially. And I've always like ignored it. I tried my best just to put it off to the side. I know people like online assume I'm rich in some way, but really I'm not. I essentially splurge at the moment for making videos, because I like personally, like truly, I am really impatient. And I know I shouldn't be even like spending money on the games, but I do anyways, just because that's just how I've always been. And it's really hard just to break out of that whole mental like mentality. So we spent a lot of Robux making all those grinding videos and stuff like that, and I do want to remind you guys that that's just out of pocket money essentially. That's all going into videos, and they're like, these videos are just supposed to be for a hobby. I'm just out here just doing my own thing. I haven't really gave like I've like donated here and there, but I haven't really fully given away to like pretty much any of the viewers, just because I'm like, I know me personally, I don't really want to do that type of stuff on the channel, but maybe sometime in the future we'll plan on doing a giveaway, like maybe every so often, but it just can't be every day. Maybe just once a month or something like that. Maybe we'll come to agreement of that. But as time went on, I eventually made a promise to stream almost every day. And if you guys imagine like a balance scale, so like if this is like, here, wait, let's try and get it balanced. So if this, like, if we're at the dead even for keeping it spare time for like free time, I essentially wanted to put streaming up here and then making YouTube videos still down here. So as you guys could imagine, I wasn't uploading as often as what I like had always promised, always making goals and stuff like that. I know breaking all those goals and promises is me essentially lying, and I want to be completely honest with you guys. I don't really want to do that anymore. So I made the big announcement that I'm just not gonna use Twitch at all anymore. Moving forward, I only want to make videos, and I only want to stream on YouTube alone. Or I guess not really alone, but I'll be still streaming with friends. And I also do want to put out a reminder that if I do stream with certain friends, they do curse a lot, so be sure to read the beginning description, because I might just mention, hey, there might be curse words in the stream, so if you don't mind, then feel free to listen in and stuff like that. But come this upcoming Monday, we are going to be only streaming on YouTube. Twitch will be no more. I'm going to remove all the video links to the channel, and I will apologize for the people that have actually followed me on Twitch, because before Monday we are going to do a final stream on Twitch to pretty much say, hey guys, this will be the last stream that we'll ever do live here. I am only going to focus on YouTube. I'm only going to do YouTube. And I know there's another issue that I do want to address as well, just because even though I was neglecting the whole YouTube channel for some time, because if you go back to the most recent uploads, you'll see days and days in between uploads, and that's honestly just not right. I shouldn't have done it. I should have paid more attention. I know the channel has been slowly dying, and it's like, honestly, it was just that one comment alone that made me realize I should really do something about it. I should try and do something different, and my solution is, if I don't stream on that one platform anymore moving forward, we are just going to stream only on YouTube. Anything and everything related to online, like videos and stuff, is only going to be on YouTube. And I just want to put more and more time into the whole idea of like building up a nice, friendly community. And I still honestly want to try and help out others. But for the most part, I honestly just don't like. I've put way too much time into the channel already, and I would honestly hate to see it die out. But I'm like, honestly, I'd rather let the Twitch thing die out versus the YouTube, just because I put in way too much time for that, and it would honestly be heartbreaking if the whole channel died off. But I'm gonna try my best. I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys moving forward. If you guys like seeing more like stuff of like this nature and stuff like that, I know I've been talking for a long time, and for me doing these kinds of talks, it's kind of weird, just like talking about more like pressing issues that is going on with the channel and stuff like that. I normally don't ever do that. I honestly just wanted to be like really honest with you guys, and I wanted to open up a little bit and like tell you like some of my inner thoughts on the whole situation and stuff like that. So if you're still here, thank you guys for listening. If you guys enjoyed, I guess, the apology video, you guys could subscribe. Completely up to you guys. You guys like the video if you guys really want. You guys could also dislike it. Completely up to you guys. I'm not going to force anything. Comment down below games or other topics you guys want me to cover. Also, I know if you look up there, this is just an intermission screen. I don't know how to change that where it says usernames, but if we do figure it out, we will get that YouTube username thing going. But for the most part, thank you guys for listening. It really means a lot. I will see you guys on the next one. So yeah, see you guys then.